Now, a couple of days ago, you may remember that Gaz got himself a brand new PXG putter, and he sort of promised that was the last of the spending spree. Let's do it.
Let's do it now.
Hi everyone, James Robinson here, guys. First things first, I can't believe it. You promised.
Honestly, I feel like a spoiled little brat.
It's so this is going to be interesting. So, are you going to tell us what you've ordered, or do you want to do the unboxing and show us?
I think these guys are probably going to know, aren't they already?
They're probably going to know. Come on, show us what you've got.
Let's have a look. Nothing like an unboxing, eh?
Nothing like an unboxing. You're really enjoying that, aren't you?
I think they know what the box is going to be.
You should be a PXG staff member, I think.
I actually am a bit embarrassed, to be honest.
So, we joked about the tour bag and the irons. When are they coming?
Well, these were just a bargain, you know, like, so I don't know. It depends what PXG are going to do in future, like, I suppose, but...
They've got to look after you. You must be, well, anyway, that's for another day, innit? So, we have...
I'm doing a right good job of opening this box. There we are.
So what have we got in here? We've got
a couple of woods.
A couple? Yeah. So there's not just one new club in there, there's two?
There's a driver and a fairway.
This is quite remarkable.
Both of these came as a no upcharge either, there were no extra charge on these shafts.
Yeah.
Which was quite nice. It's a smart shaft. I've always used Diamond generally.
Yeah, you have actually, even from being kids, I remember that. So, I should probably say, we're going to do a couple of videos today, guys, aren't we? We're going to do this one where you kind of unbox it, reveal what they are, reveal what specs you've gone for, and just show us a bit of a first look. And then we're also going to test them against your own Ping driver and 3-wood, because have you got these because of the performance benefits, or have you got them, you treat yourself, bit of a bargain?
I mean, when I saw that there were a driver at 250 and a driver at 215, you know, I thought, I've got to try these, you know, especially with these shafts in. And, you know, and people will probably share this opinion. And my honest thoughts were, if I don't like them, what am I going to lose? Yeah,
you're going to sell them for the same price, aren't you? So let's have a look at what specs you've gone for in these. So guys, talk us through exactly what specs you've gone for and why. And you mentioned about the price already. It's a great price, isn't it? Like, I know with PXG, we do always relate to them as being overpriced and a little bit kind of showy.
I mean, I went for the Gen 2s, you know, based on price. You know, as you know, in golf, there's not groundbreaking changes year after year, is there generally? No. You know, you might get a few, you know, little benefits and stuff. But yeah, I went for the Gen 2 based on price. I went for the X heads as well, which I believe are the sort of the lower spinning heads.
Yeah, so the more players model type head.
Yeah, and first impressions, I mean, as far as specs, I went for the 70 gram extra stiff shafts.
Yeah.
So they're quite sort of a high kick,
right,
low spin. Them? Oh yeah, I'll be fine with them. I'll be fine with them. I mean, first impressions when I've got them out of the box, I knew I wanted the X in the driver for the lower spin.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want something that's going to sort of balloon up in the air. But then I went for the X in the fairwood, and that one I were a little bit unsure about. And my first impressions when I put it down is the size of the head.
Small, that, isn't it?
It is pretty small, yeah.
They do look really, really good, I must say. One of the things I've noticed is, because even the PXG grips, we know a couple of members here at Huddersfield which have had them, and they're really good quality, aren't they? They're fantastic. So they've stayed really good. The head covers, and a head cover's a head cover, it doesn't really matter, you probably won't even use it anyway, but that's not like it used to be, is it? These used to be kind of kangaroo leather and really thick, and now they're a little bit kind of less high-end quality, which, if it's going to bring the price down by 40, 50 quid, you don't mind that, do you?
No, well, I mean, God, what were a PXG driver? About £600?
Yeah, they were maybe even more, yeah.
More, weren't they? I mean, it were a price, you just didn't look at them, did you, that expensive?
No, and that's where I'm sure a lot of people who are watching this are thinking, actually, now if it's gone into the realms of cheaper than a TaylorMade or a Callaway or a Ping, if the performance is there or thereabouts, the performance now doesn't have to be better, just has to be all right, doesn't it?
I mean, one of the things I have heard is that they're not as long as the market-leading drivers, but we haven't tested that. It's just, you know, what...
Well, essentially, that's what we've brought these up for, isn't it? To see if, like, if you can gain performance by buying cheaper clubs, and it still seems strange saying that with a PXG club, then obviously it's better value, isn't it?
Well, I mean, what I heard is that they're a lot more forgiving. They're quite easy to hit, fairways, but just might lose that little bit of distance.
Yeah.
You know, so we'll see.
Shall we? Do you want to hit a couple of the 3 woods to start with, and then we'll go drivers?
Yeah.
What's your favourite club, would you say? The putter, the fairway, or the driver? I know you've not hit them yet, but...
I'd probably say the putter, closely followed by the look of the driver.
Yeah.
The fairway wood, I think I could have cocked up a bit with this.
Do you think it's a bit small? Put it down at the ball so we get a real...
It's like a toe preferred, you know, a very small fairway.
Does look good though, mate.
I think for anybody who's probably going to order a fairwood without seeing them in person, just be suspect to that.
I think the you of 10 years ago would have been absolutely all over that.
I mean, it reminds me a little bit of that Cobra one you were using.
Yeah, the small-headed one.
Yeah, let's try it.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Was that a little bit toey, maybe?
It were, yeah, just a tad toey.
Because I should probably disclaimer alert as well. Gaz does generally hit it further than me, a little bit, like maybe a yard. And this is why you've done it. You can say you haven't done it, but this is exactly why you've done it. In Dubai, I was knocking it past you.
So these ping ones are quite high spinning. I got them because I weren't hitting it that well, you know, and the kind of fairway finders.
Yeah.
And obviously going for pro versions, I knew they'd be a bit lower spinning and potentially might get a bit more distance.
I think if you nail this, you've got 270 in it, which is near enough one of my drivers.
Out the middle. That one came out hotter.
Oh, wow. Wow.
275.
That's near enough my driver numbers, and I'm not a big hitter by any stretch, but that, like if you can bottle that as a shot, I'm going to show it over here so we can get a better view of it. If you can bottle that as a shot, I mean, you don't need a driver in the bag.
No, it feels really good. It feels really good. I think it's just that, you know, I'm used to looking at a bit bigger head.
Yeah.
But I suppose, you know, you get the confidence from the ball flight, don't you? And if it's flying well...
It's feedback, isn't it? Results based.
Yeah, you'd soon get your head around that. I'd certainly say this head style would suit a very low handicap, someone confident of striking a ball. Yeah. It's put a bit of fear in me, you know, so just be careful if you're sort of a mid-handicap golfer.
The one thing I would say is, it's all right hitting it like that in here, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Because I mean, those numbers are pretty much, you don't get better than that for a 3-wood. That's very, very impressive. But doing it on a cold night in Stoke, so like, you know what I mean? It's a different thing altogether, isn't it?
I think if you're stepping up on first tee in a medal, I'd rather have my G410 DAT to look at, or possibly is it an XF version?
There isn't, yes, there's something like that. So let's look at the bottom of that. Are these adjustable weights as well that you can? Yeah. So what I'm told is, and this is something following up from the first video, is that they will actually refit you. Yeah. So when you go to the demo day, if you are ordering these online, you can book into a demo day, and if you need these weights adjusting, they will. So those silver weights at the front, they're the heavier ones. That's brought the spin to the front, or the CG to the front, which makes it lower spin. That's right. So if you do want a bit more forgiveness, you could potentially move them back. Yeah. You're still going to have the same head size and the same head shape, but it's going to be a little bit more forgiving. But then looking at those two shots, if we're fitting you, which we're not, you need to test it on the course as well as in here, don't you? Definitely, yeah. And I think there's some loft adjustment as well, isn't there? Yeah, there's got to be with it. Some loft adjustment. It's still a premium club. How much were these when they were new? Can you remember? Do you know what? It's like I said, it's something I've never looked at. No. You know, I'd never dream of spending, you know, big money on sort of golf clubs. Yeah. You know, some people might consider this big money, you know, but I think for the quality of products and the engineering, you know, it's very good value. It is good value. So, shall we go one more with that and then get driver out? Yeah, yeah. I want to see if you can get 280 with that. You're swinging these well, aren't you, today as well? Yeah. Oh, that were a bit bottomy. Oh, that's just the one you don't want to see, innit? We'll go for the driver quick. Do you know what? Over that one, I'm thinking I've hit a few good shots here. I felt a bit more pressure on that one. There's a T-peg on this side, though. I do like the shape and look at this one. Yeah. Well, I say we've always been tinkerers, you especially. Yeah. Like Claudio Ranieri. Do you remember him? People must remember him. Do like the look of that one. What's a good drive for you then, guys? It must be 300.
Distance, about 310 if I hit a really good one. I mean, I don't tend to hit it that far on course because I'm not hitting it as hard, but. Oh, that was not too good.
That's one of mine. There's jumpers available, but I'll tell you what, it's a big hit. Spinning at 2.8 and it's 296. Fair enough, it's probably gone out of bounds.
The launch and the spin's not too bad, is it? It's just pulled it.
Is this the last PXG box we'll see?
Well, I think so. I mean, unless there's any XF heads, I don't know. I might be tempted to order a. We'll see. I think when I've tried them on course, I'll have a better idea. Come on. That was better.
Better, mate.
I'm learning from numbers.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm looking at my numbers and it's giving me a bit of help to.
It's almost a strange one because you want to hit it as hard as you possibly can.
Yeah.
But then realistically, you want that ball flat as well, which is in play. And
well, what I'm not getting at the minute is the launch. You know, everything I've launched has been quite low, so it might be that I need to loft it up, or maybe. Did you just
go on the specs that you've always been fitted for, realistically?
Yeah, I did, to be honest. You know, 9 degrees, sort of extra stiff shaft, you know, right weight and kick. But I think if I can see if I can hit up on one a bit more. Maybe posture. I probably just lost that posture from not playing. Still struggling to hit up on it.
Let's have one big one before we go into the comparison with the ping, because that's going to be the real test, isn't it? Like, all we're doing at the minute, realistically, is testing your golf swing, which albeit is probably rusty from.
Yeah.
I wish mine was those numbers being rusty, to be fair, but the spin's good. The spin's really good at 2.5.
Yeah, I bet that is a bit lower than my ping, you know. But maybe that could be, you know, why it's showing a bit more of the shape.
Yeah.
To the left.
Bust one out there. Start it right. Bring it back. The old Gary Martin slinger.
So low. They're coming out like bullets.
It's low, isn't it? Isn't it funny how you were scared of the 3-wood?
Yeah.
But hit it really well, and then the driver, which you thought.
Let me just have one more.
Yeah,
I'm just going to really try and sort of stay behind it and hit up on the ball a bit. That's better. That's it.
There we go. That's a line ball, I think, as well. Oh, guys, wonderful.
I think I probably just, you know, lost that little bit of posture.
But you know what? You know what's great for me watching this? You're absolutely loving this. Like, you're running after the balls, chucking it back down, hitting more, and that's almost what you want from a new club, innit? You want to practice and hit balls and get better. So what we're going to do now, we're going to leave this video where it is. And we're going to do another video in maybe tomorrow, a couple of days' time, testing them against Gary's ping club. So if you want to see that, hit that subscribe button below. Make sure you leave us a like. Make sure you check out Gaz on Instagram as well. What is it, Gaz? It's
PJ_1.
PJ_1. Loads of good stuff on there. And apart from that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. I'll see you tomorrow. And you might see him tomorrow as well.
Yeah, we'll give it a go. We'll compare them against the ping and bring you some numbers.